This Mercury retrograde, I am catching my thought patterns and catching where I am slipping into old behaviors or old patterns and revisiting things. Today, or the last couple of days, I've just felt physically off and I've wanted to try and push through it, but it's been difficult because there's this part of me that feels like I'm going to miss out. I've also been watching too much astrology content, and so I'm worried about this like Saturn transit. And if you're interested in my experience with that, check out my Substack because I wrote a whole thing about Saturn and my experience with it. But for myself, when I catch that I am going into like negative thought loops, that's usually my sign that I am tired, hungry, lonely, or need water. And when I do these things to take care of myself, then the energy returns and I can move on with my day. But I also should mention that I am a manifester, so my energy cycles are a little bit different. Like, I am not a person with a defined sacral or root, but I do have to stick to a routine. And so while I know this about myself, it helps me to know how to navigate my life, how to navigate my energy cycles, and navigate my feelings as well, because I am a Cancer stellium. So, like, this energy that is in the sky right now is familiar to me. It's like what I feel a lot of the time. And so while other people are having big crash outs, I'm like, this is business as usual. Like, I'm okay. But all this to say, there's so much power in knowing yourself, knowing what works for you, and creating a life and routine that works for you. And I personally enjoy using tools like human design and astrology to help me navigate my own energy cycles, in addition to like learning to listen to my body and really knowing myself. And this has taken a long time to develop. This is not like just overnight it's gonna happen. For a while now, I've felt like this big shift is coming where people are not going to be able to sustain the lives and the work environments that they once had. And so that's why there are all of these people that are creating new structures and new business plans in order to help set other people up for success, because some people might not have the same tools to be able to build something from scratch. And for me personally, this has looked like accessibility, disability accommodations. As far as like the mentoring that I do, it's helping people learn what works for them, utilizing the resources that they have, the skills that they have in order to work towards a goal. And it's because I think that there's going to be some sort of like bubble that pops where it's just not going to be the work structure that people may be used to with the 9 to 5. Sure, there'll be some of that, but I can already see that it's changing a lot as more people are becoming entrepreneurs and going into specialized services. But that all started back in 2020. And personally, I believe that this is because of the corporate greed and how there are all of these monopolies. Like, look at the iceberg lettuce situation and how that is because of Taylor Farms, and how Taylor Farms actually has a large amount of produce in all of these different stores under different labels. Like, I can see that all of this stuff is connected, but instead of sharing it online, I just kind of take note of it and take aligned action and realize that I haven't been doing my job of informing. Okay, but going back to like the corporate greed and the capitalism of everything, in order to correct that, I see that people will be going back into specializations and more community-based work to counteract the damage that was done by corporate. But it's going to be like all these people are separate for a while, and like, because you have been in your own bubble of like the work from home, remote work, just using that as an example, that is going to make it harder to figure out how to be a community and work together. But eventually, I do see people moving towards a system of bartering and creating community that way, and eliminating the need for money in the way that we are using it now. And so another component of this, like, I tell a lot of people to tell your story, tell your lived experience, because we need to learn from each other in order to know how to move forward. Other people are going to have the missing pieces of your puzzle that you need to know, like, the next steps to take. And that's it, because I lost the channel. I sat here for a while like, I swear there's one more thing I was supposed to say. And so if you want my assistance in any of this, please reach out. This is what I love doing. I love helping people and connecting them to resources.